I talk a lot about networking and being part of the scene, and I have a story for you about this. When I was running the New York City Improv, I had a friend who was an agent, manager, executive producer, pretty well known in the comedy industry. He knew comedy and he knew comedians. So a few years later, I was talent coordinator for the Hollywood Improv and a TV show we had at the time called A&E's in the Evening at the Improv. And my friend called me up and he says, Dave, I'm working with this young comedian in New York City who is very special. And I'd really like to find a way to showcase him in Hollywood, get him up on stage in front of all the casting directors and producers and the writers. So we set it up to do a showcase at the Hollywood Improv on a Thursday night, which is a big industry night in Hollywood. That's where everyone's looking for the new faces and the new stars. I'm sitting in the back of the room waiting for this kid to show up, and I'm realizing that, I've never seen him perform live before. I never even saw him on a video. I'd never scheduled anyone to perform on a Thursday night like that, hadn't seen before. Even my boss, Bud Friedman, sitting in the audience, I'm thinking, oh, wow, if this kid isn't any good, I'm not gonna look too hot. Anyway, this tall, lanky kid came walking over to me and he goes, are you Dave Schwensen? And I said, yeah, who are you? He says, hi, I'm Dave Chappelle. Now, the second thing I ever said to Dave Chappelle, I didn't even stand up, I just looked up and I said, you better be funny. And he said, oh, okay, he's funny. So he went up on stage, again, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, I don't even remember, but he tore the house down. I mean, everybody was hysterical, we were laughing so hard. I mean, I'm sure I had like tears coming down my cheeks, I was laughing. And when he finished, there was an aisle that the comedians would walk through the audience to go up on the stage, off the stage. He's coming down, I literally jumped out of my chair, I ran down the aisle, I grabbed him by the hand, I said, you're doing Evening at the Improv. And he said, okay. So, I'll go ahead and say it. I think I'm the first person to ever put Dave Chappelle on television. Bragging rights. Prove me wrong. Anyway, my point being is networking, getting out there, being part of the scene, show people you're funny. You meet the right people. Sometimes all it takes is one phone call. It can change everything. All right, thanks for watching. I'm Dave Schwensen.